That's
I can't wait to
absolutely
tell her.
right. That's right. You tell her that, and we're going to connect. And Lizzie, yeah,
Exactly.
I talk with Lizzie. I talk with a lot of kids who are phenomenal athletes, and they deal with the mental health issues. So yeah, we can connect there as well.
Awesome. That would be great.
Beautiful. It's beautiful
No
work that
problem.
you do. I don't talk about it a lot, but my daughter, I was just talking about this with my daughter earlier today. And my daughter, a lot of you guys don't know, she's a commissioner and she has her own company, but she went through a really bad mental health uh, period in her life. We had lived in Kentucky, and when we got there, they had told her she wasn't smart enough, or I guess, to go to college. So they had put her in junior college, and she had to go through vocational rehab to get in as a special needs student. And they had her simultaneously going to a daycare for emotional people because she had attempted suicide, and she was a cutter. I've been through a lot, y'all don't know. But she worked her way in to that Scott College. And we were just talking about this because right now she's one of the top DEI people in like the whole country, which is amazing. And her business is skyrocketing. But I was just saying, oh, I remember you won the math symposium, and it was all based on her statistics. She's like a whiz. We never knew, but she won it. She ended up becoming the salutatorian of the school, and then she took the college GRE exams and got 0.001%. I don't even know if y'all know what that means. That's
Yeah.
like she's the smartest person that took it there.
Yep.
She got accepted into
Yep.
Cornell, Columbia, Purdue, Duke. Everybody
Woo.
wanted her. But
Mm.
she decided to come
Mm.
up here, and I followed her because I'm like, I'm following wherever my baby goes. So that's how we got to Seattle. And she did so good after we came here that now there's an entire Greek organization that she created that's like over 1,000 strong at the school. So it freaks me out because she's
Wow.
like Madam President. Whenever she comes in, they like honor her. It's so
Oh,
weird.
that's amazing.
But
That's
but it
amazing.
shows what you can do no matter how. They counted her out.
Yeah.
They had her
Oh.
on disability. They were like
Mm.
permanently disabled. And she overcame all of that. Now, does she
Mm.
still have a mental disability? Yes.
Yeah.
She sat on the phone and
Mm-hmm.
cried with me just this morning. Yeah, but her
Mm-hmm.
business is out the yin yang, and she has a focus. And now her focus isn't on like, I'm a problem. She knows is a problem, but she realizes she's not the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And she helps
Mhm.
other people now. And it just touches my heart because she's helps with everything you guys have been talking about. So it's just a beautiful thing. Never give up. You got whatever is in your spirit that
That's
shines.
right.
You share that light. You never know
That's
who
right.
is going to be touched by that light. And
That's
someone
right.
can tell you you ain't got something, but then you can turn around and blow it out the water. You never know. So you stay on your target and believe in
Yes.
yourself. Anything is possible. I just
Mm-hmm.
share that.
That's right.
Baby is
That's
my
And you
right.
know
light.
what? And I
I
have to
love
say
that
this,
kid.
that
Yes.
when we think about entrepreneurship in itself has always been that definition of, you know, you gotta have your own individuality. There's something unique about you. There's something special about you, and we need to pull that out because there's somebody that needs that. And it's always a battle because when we think about the world system is okay, whoever can get to the top of the tree the fastest is the one that's smart. And you got a fish, and you got a snake, and you got a butterfly, and but that's not how we were, that's not how we were made. We were made as individuals. So we're going to learn different. We're going to handle things differently. And some of the things, even when we think about what we've been through this year, there's things that we've gone through that come next year and the year after that, we're going to be the ones that's going to be able to say, okay, I'm the expert at this. I can show you how to get through this. If you have to shut your business down, if you have to sell your business, I can show you the steps to be able to do that. If you have to find another, not even another stream, if you got to find another river of revenue, You know, I can show you what that really looks like. And, you know, being able to share that information is something that's been passed down from generation to generation in other cultures, but it hasn't been passed down in ours. And so a lot of this same wisdom is in the grave. A lot of this same wisdom it was never put into a book. It was never put into
That's
a
right.
It's in a grave. And so because of that, we're just now getting to this point, because when we think about it, okay, we have people in our bloodline that went through the Depression. We had, but we don't know what they did to survive and thrive through it, because
That's
we went to
right.
the grave with them.
That's right. That's right.
Unfortunately,
And, you know, and mental health is so taboo.
Exactly.
But mental health is so taboo in the African American community that so many of us, you know, I was told to pray it away. And this was by 2 Black doctors. You know, you pray it away. We don't take medicine for that kind of stuff. You know, that's white people stuff. And I'm like, I'm sick. I'm sick. Nobody's helping me. So the one time when I drove myself to go commit suicide, they finally saw me. When they saw me in the hospital, my family really recognized that, okay, something's wrong with you. You know, I mean, I had been carrying around this burden for years of my life, but because of the Black community of, girl, you better pray about it. Girl, snap out of it. Oh, you got a nice, you know, everybody said to me, you got a nice house. You got a good husband. You got a nice car. Well, that didn't mean anything when this brain of mine was just a whole, I didn't even know who I was. You know, I didn't know who I was. And so it kept me from being a good entrepreneur because I couldn't explain myself. And then when I checked myself into that hospital, my clients who had never missed before were like, we knew something was wrong because you didn't come to work. But they had started to see it because it started wearing on my face. It started wearing in my body, you know, and I was drinking. I mean, I was a total alcoholic because I was trying to cope, you know. And you're right, like what like you said about your daughter, people counted me out for years. They counted me out. How dare you think you could start a business? That's not what we do in our family. You know, how dare you think you could be a life coach? And I'm like, you know what? Everything I went through, I now know it was because I needed to tell the story to help the next woman behind me.
Yes.
You know, and so that's why people always ask me, why do I tell my story about me being raped or incest? Because guess what? There's a woman that's literally sitting there making millions, still dealing with the incest, but was too afraid to talk about it. You know, so yes, I'm very transparent because I want to help the next woman not go through years of, you know, mental health issues. And then when she's 45, she's 50, she commits suicide because nobody listened, because nobody helped her, you know, and that's why it is important for either with the athletes, because my son's an athlete. It's everywhere, but because the Black community has pushed it under the rug, it makes it so taboo to talk about. You know, Black men don't have depression. Well, my son was in the military. He was depressed. My son went to prison. Right after the military, my son went to prison. My son was depressed, okay, because he knew he messed up his life. Well, he thought he did, but, you know, we're a lot better off now. But I didn't raise a prisoner. So things happen in your life that will put you in a situation. But when you are able to recognize that we can help people as entrepreneurs not go down the same routes that we've been through, because as long as your mindset is good, you can do anything you want to do. You know, when you do that mindset work, I don't care who you are, you can do anything you want to do, but you're going to have to clear that clutter out of your mind. So I'm so amazed at your daughter, because that's such an inspirational story, because like you said, they counted her out. You know, they wanted to tell, you know what they told me? They didn't want to give me the Zoloft. They didn't want to give me anything. They just told me to go home, pray about it. And what if I had went home that day and just went ahead and committed suicide? You know, so we got to learn how to talk about it. And your daughter is amazing. And I'm so glad she didn't give up. I'm so glad that she did. And you, just like you said, she cried the other day. I had a breakdown. I call them episodes now. Yeah. And I had I cried Sunday. Sunday was a bad day for me. And I tell my husband, I said, you know, go get my happy pills. That's because I call them happy pills. I'm like,
Olivia, I take happy pills.
I take them happy pills.
I take Wellbutrin. I take this. I got adult ADHD and I need my happy pills.
Girl, I need my happy pills, you know? And I'm not ashamed of that because it keeps me balanced. And if I didn't take them, my brain would be all over the place. And I don't want my brain all over the place. So I commend your daughter. You know, it's bad enough we got a lot to deal with anyway, but who wants a, you know, scrambled brain, you know? I mean, I just don't. So I commend your daughter. I'm so proud of her. And you have done an awesome job with her to keep, you know, being there for her and making sure that she knew, you know, she didn't give up because you didn't give up on her. And I'm very happy about that. So I commend you and your daughter.
So I'm so sorry about the phone calls. Have y'all ever had someone call you and you're just being nice?
Yeah.
And they might have something they're selling and you just being nice, right? So you're like, yeah, girl, okay, I'm gonna call you. See this? This is what I call, this is over the top. Right? Yeah. Now I ain't picking up for you because you ain't wait for me to call you back when I told you I was calling you back.
Exactly.
And it's Melaleuca. I already told her I did it 3 times. I'm not doing Melaleuca. If I buy it, I'll buy it when I'm ready. You can't force me into nothing. Like, I can't stand that. That girls, let this be a lesson to you. When you're selling, don't do that. Don't. If you set an appointment, you call an appointment. You ain't got an appointment, don't you do what you just did.
Look, that's right up there along the lines of them being in your inbox, sending you
don't they come
flyers and tag you in posts.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you know what? I had to tag. I tagged somebody. Somebody tagged me in a post. He was my church member, but he tagged me in a post, and I nicely said to him on my post, "Dude, you'll never like none of my posts. You'll never comment on none of my posts. You will not tag me in a post."
Tagging me and 99 other people.
Oh man.
You don't even talk to me.
Hey, you don't, and I told him that too. I sure did. And I don't think he was a church member. Don't care. No, don't tag me. And I don't like those posts where that's, you know, that MLM stuff where they're selling those natural teas and stuff. And I'm like, I don't want to lose weight. I'm fine with my fluffy self. Leave me alone.
Hey, go ahead with that.
Thank y'all. I'm fine with my fluffy self. I don't need a tea. I'm good. I love
it. Man, I let me just say this real quick. And actually, that could be a whole nother show in itself. But it is like reminds me of this one meme I seen like a long time ago. Just because I'm online, that doesn't mean I'm available.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, I might, I'm on, but I have to be on as part of my business. But then there are other components of my business that I have to take care of. And hey, that includes me because in order to run the business, I gotta make sure I'm taking care of myself. There's just a few people, one lately, I don't know, as soon as I guess there's this available button or light or indicator or whatever. Ding, they're on message tag. I'm like, Facebook message. I'm like,
he's down there laughing.
I'm not available right now.
Like stranger danger. Leave me alone.
Right, exactly, girl. And then next thing you know, getting calls, and I'm like, I'm not available right now. Available, not available right now, don't you get? No, I will call you later. I will text you later. I'll email you later. Whatever. No, I tell people, no, I'm not available. There are things I got to do that needs to be done in a certain amount of time and everything from there.
Exactly. And those phone calls like that, how do they know I'm not taping? I tape all day. So, and everything goes according to a schedule and a calendar. So those kind of calls, like, I mean, I can be in the middle of recording and I'm getting these calls. It's really unprofessional. Sometimes you don't know, you really have to follow other people's, train of thought. Like if I say, let's talk at 6 on Tuesday, That's it. You got 6
Right.
on Tuesday. If you miss 6 on Tuesday, don't call me Thursday. Don't call me Friday. You ain't gonna get me on Friday. How you know I ain't on doing with somebody else? So that's a mistake. So many people do that. They think once they got your number, they can call anytime or they can take up your time. And as an astrologer, I talked about the last call, right, Amber, where, you know, I have a lot of people that come at me, but they ain't all paying me. So my sales went down. Just a whole bunch of urchins like in pain, like coming to me, and I'm like, I can't help all of y'all. I can't. What?
Well, you got to help yourself.
Myself,
right? You got to help
want
yourself.
Me to have the answer, the solution, maybe send them a little something. Like, I'm not rich to the point where I could be paying off 400 or 500 people. I can't do that. What? I'm not Oprah.
No, you're not. You're not Oprah. But then at the same time, I'm sure Oprah, whoever else has her team of accountants, financial advisors, that like, are you sure you need to spend this? Because right now the budget looks like it's going this way instead of the other way it's supposed to go.
I've had people come and openly ask me for like $100, like just openly come out and say, my baby don't got no food. Can you send me $100? Girl, I don't know you. I got a cousin I need got $100. Like, how do you know I don't got family members that need that money? People have been really over the top, and a part of me feels bad because after Thanksgiving, and I won't even lie, I went over to my daughter's, we threw down, we had so much food, and she had catered out, and I'm embarrassed to say it, you know, it was almost 4 figures to catering. I don't even like talking about that kind of stuff.
But then you see, you gotta protect yourself.
Yeah, but then I came home and I looked at the news and I saw all these long lines of people lining up to get Thanksgiving dinner somewhere, like for free. And it just really puts it in perspective how different our lives are. Even like this holiday, these might be people who have never went out to get free food before, but because of what's going on with COVID or not having their jobs or unemployment or whatever, they're in this situation. And so I've noticed a lot of that, and maybe it's because of the work I do. You know, they're coming to me begging a lot. And
there was
breaks my heart.
There was an interview done. I heard a couple of days ago. I forgot what town it was in, but it was a food bank distributing food, and the woman asked a politician who was visiting that food shelter, please don't judge the people by the vehicles that they drive. Because like you said, for the first time, a lot of people have now gone through some of what's going on, and you getting people who are coming in vehicles like what would be considered nice vans or nice cars or whatever, and for them to even have the bravery to say, look, I'm in need, but I've never done this before, but I gotta do what I gotta do because I have a family. And there were the Monday Lives, I'm sure we all know the Monday Lives. There were a few Monday Lives where somebody was calling me and I had to say, y'all excuse me, I know I'm talking right now, but I gotta take care of this real quick. It's like, I'm not able to talk with you right now. I'm in the middle of something. I'm live, and now you're trying to call me. I had to jump back on the line because someone called me and broke up the line. I'm like, oh Lord.
Well, can I ask a question to you ladies as we are talking about, and these are all great topics, but I wanted to bring it back around real quick and wanted to ask you guys, as we're going into 2021, what are you guys doing, or what are you going to do to catapult?
Girl, you're taking over my job. That was my last question. We're saving that to the end. Don't even go there.